Hey y'all, I'm back. Kind of wondered if I was going to make it, I guess, eh? Nah, I'm too ornery to go anywhere. You're going to have to put up with me for a bit longer. Anyhow, it's been a little over 2 weeks since I went under the knife, since they split my chest wide open and took care of me and did 4 bypasses. Yeah, I had I've had quite a little time in the week since then. Um, Quite honestly, this is really the first time I've felt like doing this. And that's maybe not for the best, but I'm back with a vengeance. I happen to notice that I've actually got a couple of subscribers. Actually, I've got a total of 4 subscribers thus far. And it's not a big deal, but it's sort of heartening. And to those of you that did so, thank you. I appreciate that. I come home from the hospital. It's been a little over 2 weeks now. And, oh no, it's been about 2 weeks now. Pardon me. Came home to take care of things on my own, basically. I'm not choosing to opt out for home health care. Quite honestly, I don't want to have to spend all that money. And I don't see that there's much that they're going to do that I can't do myself. I'm a responsible adult, and I probably wouldn't have this recommended to me by any healthcare professionals, but I'm doing this on my own. And so far, things seem to be going pretty well. I have been scarred up somewhat, and in fact, I'll slip a little picture in before and after so that you can kind of see what they did to me. Quite honestly, I look like I'm all swelled up after the after pictures with the scar, and my belly seems like it's quite round. And I'm not exactly thrilled about that, but a lot of that I know is water weight. I'm retaining quite a bit of water. My body's defense against the invasion of knives and god awful things has been happening to it. Pardon me. I am a little bit. I cough a little bit. I still have yet to get all of that out of my system, but I'm coming around. Amazingly so. With some aches and pains, but nothing out of the ordinary or beyond what you would expect this kind of thing to entail. I came home with a few toys. This is my pillow, my heart pillow. I love my heart pillow. This is what you use when you're going to cough and don't want it to hurt so bad. You don't want to have the sternum, the pressure on the sternum from the inside out. You don't want that because it's painful, quite honestly. So you hold as tight as you can with this and cough then. Brings up the mucus and just the bad crap that is in my system because of smoking for so many years. I also have a couple of other little toys. This one here is my Pocket Pep. I don't know why they call it that. I guess it's just a brand name. But what happens is you take this cover. I don't need that stuff there. And then you blow into it. it helps to break up the mucus once again that's in the system. As you can see, it's doing its job. Then there's another toy. This is called the spirometer. And what you do with this is, whoops, exactly the opposite of what I just did by blowing in here. With this, I suck in. You inhale as much as you can. You try to get that little thing there to come between these two arrows here, and this should raise up to at least about 1,000. Well, I'm told. So what I do is, you're supposed to suck up slowly, which I just didn't do, and by doing so, that helps to exercise the lungs, and you get to inhale better if you do it consistently. I'm supposed to do it 10 or 12 times an hour every day. Needless to say, I don't do it that often. But it does help. It does help. And it's doing exactly its job, because you can see I'm a little choked up right now because of all this. But things are coming along. I don't feel like death. They gave me lots of medications. I'm taking a muscle relaxer, actually pain medication. Oxycodone is the main hardcore opiate medication. I'm taking that. I started out the first week after I came home with 10 milligram every 6 hours, and took that consistently throughout the week. Oh, it was great. It was great. It kept me from feeling god awful. The second week since then, they stepped me down from 10 milligrams to just 5. And it's been a bit more of a challenge. The pain is not as bad as it was naturally the week before, but I don't need, I'm not getting that much painkiller. So it's been a challenge getting used to that, but I'm doing okay. I also do take baby aspirin, and I'm thinking about taking some more aspirin, more than just the baby aspirin, when I want to wean a step down from the 5 milligram Oxycontin. I'm thinking the best thing for me to do would be to take a little more aspirin. Instead of just the baby aspirin at 81 milligrams, I'll take a couple of 100 or 300 milligram tablet. And it'll still provide some painkiller, yes, but it won't be an opiate, and it'll be a step down from the oxycodone. So that's my rationale. I'm also taking a muscle relaxer or two. And there's still some stuff that, I forgot what they call it now, but it's supposed to be taking the water off my system. You'll see how swelled up my belly is with that water weight. I'm also retaining a little bit of swelling in my legs from when they took they harvested for the vein that they used for the bypass. They took that from my leg down here. So, I'm having to deal with all this stuff here. That's a little sore, not too bad. But things are coming along very well, all considered. I've had to deal with not smoking this whole time. And it's a challenge. I've had to really force myself to stay away from the evil cigarettes. that wacky tobacco even. I haven't been able to do much of any of that. We'll see about the wacky tobacco, but regular tobacco, no. I'm not messing with that. It's just not happening. In any case, I feel pretty damn good, all considered. I've got my toys. As long as I can cough and play with these things and breathe and exhale and do what I'm supposed to, I think I'm going to be okay. I have pushed myself a little bit beyond what maybe I ought to. I'm still not walking nearly as much as I ought to, but I haven't allowed it to stop me in my tracks. And I am making trips to Walmart. I've just in the last several days started driving the car. I drove myself to a doctor's appointment at the end of this past week. And I have gone to Walmart down the road here a couple of times. It's been a challenge. I had to go to the store today and get a big old tub of cat litter for our pussycat here. And I could barely get that 15 or 50 pound thing in the trunk. I had to get my son-in-law to bring it into the house for me. I couldn't do it tonight. There was no way I was going to try to carry that up here. But, you know, I have those physical limitations, sure. But as far as maintaining a normal pace and doing things as I'm almost back to normal. Yeah, sure, I have to be careful about where I go and what I do. That's all well and fine now. I'm not stupid. I'm a grown man and I can do the right thing. I know I can. In any case, I thought that tonight would be the best time for me to come back and say, I'm here. I'm here. I fucking made it. And I'm glad for that. I'll be doing these videos with somewhat more regularity. I took a couple of weeks off. Needed that time to just gather my wits and get the resources, physical and otherwise, back into gear, and I'm about ready. I'm glad to. I'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks.